Hello and welcome to the GBC Productions channel. This is episode 62. In this video I'll be taking apart an amplified speaker system. This is a Tandy MMS-10, Radio Shack catalog number 25-1096. This particular model is from 1994, more specifically April of 94. Here's the Tandy sticker. So let's take a look around this thing. On the front we have the power switch, volume, tone, balance, and mixer. Now this thing was capable of two inputs. On the back we can see input A and input B. And you could actually hook up external speakers on this. You could switch between the internal speakers, both speakers, and the external only speakers. On this particular unit, on input A, the left channel doesn't work, and on input B, the right channel doesn't work. But if I hook my inputs right A and left B, I have stereo. Anyway, so let's pop the hood on this thing and take a look inside. So I'm just going to start taking screws out of this thing until something happens. Now, are we in yet? Well, maybe I have to pull the knobs off first. Got one stubborn knob there. I'll just double check and make sure all the screws are loose. Let me get something to get this stubborn knob off. Let me just use a little bit more force. There we go. We're in. Wow, this is all single-sided circuitry. Through hole. Here's the back of the woofer. Now on the speaker it says it's 10 watts, and that's what I'm thinking that the MMS-10 stands for. Multimedia System 10 watts. Here we have a full-wave bridge rectifier, a fuse. So that's essentially the power supply circuit board. And this is all from the output of the transformer. Here's the positive lead that eventually will go over to the power switch. And then I see a ground lead going back to this board over here. Looks to be a pretty nice heatsink here. Now the heatsink being here tells me that this is the amplifier section. There isn't too terribly much in here. The system sounds pretty decent. It doesn't sound great, but it doesn't sound terrible. I've never run it with external speakers either. Should we tear it apart further? I think we should. Let's take these boards out and see what's on the other side. Mainly just the tracings. We're going to start with taking this board out. So we're going to look under the mixing board. I also want to see under the amplifier board. I don't really care about the power supply board. There's not much to see there. Let me see if I can make this come out. There we go. Let's take a closer look at these traces. These are something else. We'll enhance a little bit. Kind of looks like it's missing soldering mask. Here you can see they added more solder to carry more current. Now let's take a look at the amplifier board. Let me disconnect a few wires here. Now the power supply is completely disconnected. I believe this connector is to the front speakers. And these two should be for the woofer. Once I take these screws out, this entire assembly, both circuit boards, should come right out. At least that's my theory on it. I don't think they used enough screws to hold this circuit board in. Now all of this should lift right out. There we go. Now let's take a better look at the underside of the amplifier board. There's some flux residue remaining here. So here's the underside. And here's the overside. This is the only integrated circuit on here. So there we are, inside the Tandy MMS-10. Radio Shack catalog number 25-1096. Don't forget to subscribe for more, mash that like button, and comment below. Until next time, this is Uncle D from GBC Productions signing off.